Hunter was 12 years old when we first went to our first NFA camp. It was actually the Darren Slack Quarterback Academy at that time. And my first experience was to hear Coach Slack actually break down biomechanically how to throw a football and what was different about throwing a football. And then watching his son Michael Slack throw was impressive to see.
That was after much research on the internet by my husband, though, and after going to a different camp too. So he got on the internet and he started to research different camps, and we went to another camp first, and then we went to the Darren Slack Academy camp up in Seattle, like you just said. And I think what hooked us was the parent involvement part of the camp. So we didn't take Hunter to a camp and drop him off or sit in the bleachers. You encouraged us to be on the field, to listen to what was going on. Rocky took a lot of notes. We took some film, and nobody minded at all. So when we left that camp, we were able to refer back to that, because it was a lot of information to take in for a weekend for a child, and refer back to those notes and, you know, to continue with that. So that was kind of what hooked me for the camp and for spending the money to go to a camp. The other thing I think that hooked me, if you're wondering, because if he doesn't take this anywhere else, if he can learn about being a father and being a good co-worker and all of that, it was worth the money for us to go up there and to be involved in this experience, and for him to learn about football, because that's what he wants to do, but also to listen to Darren Slack's message and have somebody else telling your own child the same thing. That's my second hook.
All that message from Coach Slack about serving your teammates, he's taken to heart, and that's where he spends his time.
And the not about you part, that comes in handy now that he's 14 and he's a teenager. And you can keep referring back to that, because it has been a process, and we've referred back to using that saying, I guess you would say. And because it's not just coming from us, he's heard it at the camp and in other places. Now that he's a teenager, it's definitely helpful.
We actually talked after the camp and said if he never played football at a high level, but he was exposed to that type of message from other men about being successful in leadership, that it would be worth the money for that alone.